Then you also need to be conscious of your verbal and non-verbal signals. You need to understand that in public speaking and in communication, it's not what you're saying, it's how you are saying it. And how you are saying it is often determined by your body language, your eyes, things like that. You know, some of you, maybe when you were much younger, when you still experienced, or probably, of course, I know that you're still young. Some of you are still going through what you call puppy love. It's your first love, it's your first sincere love. And so, even though you have not said to the person, I love you, and the person has also not told you, I love you, but you just believe in your imagination that you are the one the person love, or that you are the owner of that person, just because you believe in your heart you love the person, and the person, you know, but you still have your what you call your puppy love, first genuine innocent love. You have not been served breakfast yet, and I hope that your breakfast will be delayed, but you know it cannot be denied. The only thing is that your when the breakfast is going to happen, we hope that you are mature enough to handle the breakfast. But what exactly can lead to this point of people chopping breakfast without any commitment or agreement that can be taken to a competent court of jurisdiction to say that this person told me he's in love with me or he likes me, so he has now served me breakfast, we need to deal with him? The first is that, you know, you too as a lady, the way you're smiling at everybody, you're passing a message across, even though you're not saying everything. And so, as you're passing your message across, as you're smiling at everybody, you're giving us the impression. I've seen some girls on. I had to quickly give myself brain some years ago when I noticed that the way this girl is smiling with me is the way she's also smiling, and this one smiling here and there. So you better be careful to make sure that the girl who is smiling at all of you, and innocently that's the way she is, you don't assume that, oh, she's in love with you just because she's going about smiling. And there are some guys too, those ones are smooth talkers. They can talk you into heaven. If you are actually in Nigeria, they can talk you into believing that right now you are no longer in Nigeria. No, 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 you are not in Nigeria. The way they will talk to you, they will talk you into believing that right now you are standing in Oxford, in London. That's where you are, because they are so smooth at talking. They sweep you off your feet. That's the practical definition of sweeping you off. And you women too, you know, your back cannot be massaged, but your ears can be massaged. The things you hear, and you know that somebody is deceiving you, you keep your ears open for it. So there are some people who have those natural body language. Don't communicate things that you don't mean, and don't mean things that you aren't communicating. So whenever you're communicating, your body language must align with the things that you're saying. So if you're telling us, that's why I use the example of happiness. If you're telling us you're happy, your body language should communicate happiness. If you're telling us you're serious, your facial expression and everything should communicate, you know, the seriousness, the happiness as well. If you for example, you don't stand in front of people and fold your arms, you know, like this. It's deemed disrespectful when you're standing in front of people and your arms at akimbo. It's deemed disrespectful. You're also doing public speaking. You want to go in front of a crowd, you have your hands in your pocket. You cannot have your hands in your pocket when standing in front of a crowd. It's not permitted. So you need to take your hands off your pocket. Those of you who have formed the habit of always putting your hands in your pocket when you stand in front of a crowd, there are a number of things that you're saying to us. One of them is that you are richer than everybody, you are the superior person in the room, you are older than all of us, and you are bigger and more successful than all of us. But if that's not the case, you cannot put your hands in your pocket. But even if it is the case, the professional thing is to not put your hands in your pocket when you stand in front of a crowd to address us. So pay attention to that. So your non-verbal cues can give wrong signal. That's what I'm trying to say. Do not allow non-verbal cues to give wrong signal, because that way you'll be impeding your own message, and you need to pay attention to that so that you're not your own cues are not giving the wrong signal. So let me also go to the next one now.